To start off, I would like to thank the people of the Great Illuminary for taking time to hear about my latest research on Atlantis, the Lost Empire, and how their people were able to survive for centuries. The people of Atlantis were known to be brave warriors that would band together and form powerful fronts that would overwhelm their enemies. Now, my Atlantean is a little rusty, but on my latest quest, I was able to find an artifact. It speaks of an action that helped ensure victory. Some sort of crystal would pick someone of royal blood, and it would protect Atlantis and its people. By restoring Atlantis, they were able to gain protection for one full turn. And in this one full turn, they were able to ensure and secure victory. It's really amazing stuff. Here, take a look. Head to DisneyLorcana.com for more information about the newest set, Archazia's Island. Pre-release will be on March 7th, and it'll be available everywhere on March 21st. So that was my reveal. So this video right here is kind of like the director's cut, the Lore Keeper's In cut, because, I want to make a short one, so for people who are just driving by and want to see a reveal, they can watch it. But for people who want to hear my thoughts, this is for you. We are going to talk about my card, Restoring Atlantis. So I'll put it up on the screen so you can read it, but I'll read it to you. It is a 5-cost, uninkable action. Titled Restoring Atlantis, your characters can't be challenged until the start of your next turn. So there's a little bit of flavor text, because why not? We're here. It says, in times of danger, the crystal will choose a host, one of royal blood, to protect itself and its people. King Kashikim Nadak. And he is, I think he's Leonard Nimoy in the movie, but either way, it's an exciting card. I'll start with a little bit of, I'm going to talk about the card, then talk about me, and then talk about the card, just so that way it's like a sandwich of the things you care about and maybe the things you don't. This card, I think, is most akin to Kita, Protector of Atlantis, which, as we saw previously, that's a card that lowered all the characters in play by 3 in their attack. Now, 3, as we knew, you could play a character after that, you can pump it up with crap, some characters are definitely more than 3 strength. So this is interesting because it says they can't be challenged. Some downsides, obviously, we know a big Sisu could come in and kind of rain on your parade. Be prepared. So it's a 5-cost, which means you can get it out before the turn that would happen. And we also don't know if red's going to be dominant in the meta after some reveals we've already seen pretty early in this reveal season. So I'm wondering if this is going to be something that could be a good tool in aggro decks, where it gives you that one turn where you've got these little guys out there, you're flooding the board, and you're like, give me one turn, please. Because ultimately, sometimes that's what you need, is that one turn where you got all your guys out, you turn them sideways, and you're like, can I have one more turn, please? And this is exactly what that card is. It's to say, like, Pete, or your other steel friend, wait, give me a second, let me quest one more time, please. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily protect them from direct removal using actions or songs. However, maybe paired with something like Alice that would give ward. Something like that. We have Aurora, that is also another card that can grant ward to the other characters. Really, the biggest weakness of this card is going to be absolute board wipe effects. But I don't know how the meta is going to look because I am just a mere couple days into this reveal season. So we might end up seeing some cards that are going to either make this card a little better, a little worse. I don't know. But I honestly, between you and me, someone can come up to me and say, I've done a scientific study and this is actually the worst card ever made. And I would say, you're wrong. It's the best, because forever, this will be my card. Because this is going to be the little aside part where, since I got into Lorcana, the content creators have been obviously something I care about, being one myself. And the reveals, there are certain cards I just will forever associate with people who reveal them. So for example, when I see One Last Hope or I see Healing Touch, I think of the Illuminators. And when I see, Escape Pod, I think of Sprinkle of Ink. And when I see Ambush, I think of Lily. And when I see the Chip and Dale cards, I think of the Lorcana duo. I mean, there's all these cards that were revealed and I see cards that remind me of them. And it's kind of like a little scrapbook. So opening packs becomes a little bit more magical because I see the cards that are associated with the people who make this community so great. And now I get to open one. So will people think of me when they open Restoring Atlantis? I don't know. You could think of this. You could think about how maybe we should get a bow tie and bring them back, because I will say this is the first time I've ever had a bow tie in my life. And I'm not so sure on that, but I am sure I like this card. Another thing I want to talk about is how I think this will be good in limited, because obviously limited is something where removal can be a problem. It's a lot of racing, it's a lot of challenging. This could give me a little bit of an edge where I have this card in play and I'm able to go one turn further and clinch the win, which honestly, a lot of times when it comes to limited, it just feels like you're racing. And this could give you a little bit where you kind of like untie their shoe and they have to wait one turn and then you're like, I restored Atlantis and I took the edge and you can't catch up now. So very excited from a limited front. So I'm very proud of this book because I made it for this video. Atlantis has been a favorite movie of mine since I saw it in 2001. So it was one of the last Disney movies I actually like went to theaters to see as like a kid. I say a kid, I was 12. Yikes, I know, old. But it was like kind of that cusp where I was getting older and I felt like that movie was so cool. Mulan was another movie that was like, oh, this is a Disney movie, but this is a cool Disney movie. So this book, I was so glad to make it, and I'm probably going to put it on my shelf behind me because Atlantis is just one of those movies where it felt like it was different than the other Disney movies. It was a different tone. It's special to me. And now it's even more special to me because I have this card that I got to reveal to you about Atlantis. And that's really all I have to say. I'm so glad you watched this video because honestly, I wanted to make one that was a little short so that way people who are just like, I want to see the card and I'm out of here, they have 1 minute, you can go. But if you're a fan, you get a little special like 7-8 minute video of me talking about how I do think this card can and will be kind of good. Obviously, it being an uninkable action, that can be hard. You have to weigh the pros and cons because, you know, anytime you can sing something, that's free real estate. This is, you have to hard cast it. You have to pay 5 ink. But we do know that ramping is a thing. We know that aggro, sometimes you just need that one more turn. So I really do think there's going to be applications for this card. It's hard because I literally have talked to no one about this card and whether it's good or not. So this is going to be the time where you're going to say, Katie, you got it. Or they're going to say, Katie, do you play Lorcana? Because that's not how that card works. But either way, I think it's cool. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for supporting me. Big thank you to Ravensburger and the team over at Disney Lorcana. It means so much that you guys trust me to reveal a card and that I'm somebody that can help represent the community in this way. So definitely, if you're looking for other cards, you're looking for other reveals, go to DisneyLorcana.com and check out the rest of Archazia Island. That set is going to be very cool. We've already seen several cards and we can tell the power. It's a little bit different. They're shaking things up. So I am so excited to put all the puzzle pieces together. Not only the puzzle pieces that are going to be in the card that tell the story, but the puzzle pieces of what this new set is and what we're going to be able to do. What decks are we going to build? So very excited. Please send in the comments below. Tell me what you think. I really hope people talk about it so that way I can know, am I right or am I wrong? I do need a little validation on whether I got it on the mark or not. Make sure to like and subscribe. You're already here and that means a ton. And let me tell you, it does mean a lot that you guys are here because when I see my views, I know that's one of you doing it. Or it's me, but when it's more than like 3 or 4, then I know it's other people. So you guys mean the world to me. This game means the world to me. Thank you for this opportunity. And, you know, can't wait to quest with these new cards. So, as you know, there's always room for more at the end. And if you don't know where to find us, just take the second start of the right exit and head straight on till morning.